Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My dear students, I want to welcome you to our new class. How was your days and the last weekend? Now today, our topic before us is inflation and deflation. What is inflation? Inflation is the continuous increase in the price of major goods and services over a period of time. That is inflation. What's the meaning of that? Inflation is when the price of goods continue to increase in a country, as we have it in Nigeria now. That every time when you go to market, when you buy a particular commodity for 10 naira today, when you go to the market next week or next day, it will change to about 15 naira. Or next week, let's say next week, 15 naira. And that condition, that situation, we call it inflation. When the price of good is not stable, it's continuing increasing, not decreasing. That is inflation. And we have different types of there are forms of inflation. We have hyperinflation, creeping inflation, spiral inflation, and stagnant inflation. Hyperinflation, when inflation is growing rapidly. Creeping inflation, when inflation is growing slowly. Spiral inflation, when the government wants to use some measure to control inflation, and that measure leads to another inflation. And what we call stagnant inflation, stagflation. When we have inflation, and at the same time we also have high unemployment, as we have in Nigeria now. There is inflation, there is also high unemployment. We call it stagflation. Now let's go to the next one. Now, measurement of inflation. How can we measure inflation? 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 Now, inflation, you can measure inflation, number one, through consumer price index, CPI. The meaning of that is that when you want to calculate inflation in a country, we use that some of the commodities that consumer buy in the market. And we now use how the price of those goods changes. We use it whenever we get at the end of the calculation is to know the level of inflation. Number two, use wholesale price index. Wholesale price index, those are the price of raw materials when it is continuously changing. You know, when the price of raw materials change, it will affect the price of goods and services in the market. That is why I also use wholesale price index. That is WPI. Another one, use GMP, implicit price deflator rather. Or the method for that one is that, you know, when GMP is total production in a country. When total production in a country, the cost of production increases over a year. That one also tells us that there is an increase in inflation in that country. Now, let's go to the next one, which is types of inflation. Number one, demand pull inflations. Now, those are the types of inflation. We have demand pull inflation and cost push inflation. Demand pull inflation is caused by increasing demand in a country. When the demand for goods in a country continue to increase, when the supply of goods is not increasing in commensurate with the demand for goods, you know, it will lead to high in price. Now, I've told you the law of demand. The higher demand, the higher law of supply, I'm very sorry. The higher demand, the higher in supply. Now, in price of goods and services. Now, let's go to cost push inflation. It is caused by increase in the cost of production. When the cost of production continues to increase, it will also affect the price of goods and services in the market. Now, let's quickly go to another one. Causes of inflation. What are the causes of inflation? Number one, rapid growth in money supply. When the money in circulation continue to increase, it will lead to inflation. It may lead to inflation. Increase in public spending. When the government continue to prepare deficit budget, most of Nigeria budget over 4 years ago, it is deficit budget. This budgeting something can also affect to cause inflation in the country, and that's why we have inflation in Nigeria. Now, number one is continuous depreciation of naira exchange. You know, I've talked about the deficit budget. You know, when the government spending is more than government revenue, we have deficit budget, and it may lead to borrowing. and that is deficit. Now, continuous depreciation of naira exchange rates. When in Nigeria, naira is continuing to depreciate, the value of naira is coming down. It's coming down. It can lead to inflation, because when the value of dollar in naira is coming down, it will affect our exports, and it will favor imports. And when the imported goods are coming, it will affect the problem. Goods, price of goods in our country. Now, another one is poor performance of agricultural sector. When agriculture is not performing to highest capacity, it will affect, it will cause the price of agricultural products to increase in the market. Now, another one is rapid increase in salaries and wages. When the increase in wages and salaries continue to move up, it also affects inflation. Let's go to another one, which is effect of inflation. Yes, when you have inflation, what are the side effects? For everything we take, there is a side effect of that thing. Now, inflation, it also has its own side effects. Number one, it reduces the demand standard of living of fixed income earners in a country, such as pensioners. The pensioners, their size of their income is fixed income. By that, when the price of goods continue to increase, it will affect their purchasing power. And affecting their purchasing power also affect their standard of living. Those are the number one. Number two, income and wealth are redistributed in favor of debtors. When the redistribution of income happens, it will affect the debtors. The debtors, you owe somebody money, and that they have value. Maybe you owe somebody 1,000 naira, and when you hold that person, that 1,000 naira, the value of 1,000 naira can buy 10 commodities in the market. But when inflation arises, the value of that 1,000 naira cannot buy 10 commodities in the market again. It affects the creditor, you also before the debtor. And if you want to pay your money back, you pay you that 1,000 naira, and that 1,000 naira before it can be used to buy 10 commodities, but now it cannot buy more than 5 commodities in the market, and that's why you say the value of money will depreciate, and it will assist, it will favor the debtors, while it will disfavor the creditors. Now, value of money is lost during inflation. Yes, we have discussed that one. Value of money will be lost. Another one is it makes export less competitive and import relatively more competitive. I've discussed that one. Export will not be encouraged. Why import will encourage? Let's go to another one. Let's go to the control of inflation. How can we control inflation? Inflation in the country is a problem. It's a problem. It's a problem. It's a problem. Now, how can we control it? Now, reduction in money supply. We need to reduce money supply. We need to reduce money supply. Now, reduction in money supply. The money circulation, central bank need to take in some money, so inflation will be curbed. Number two, increase in direct taxes. The direct tax, the tax on personal income, the income of workers, those are the direct tax. Profit tax, those are the direct tax. The government should try to increase this one. Now, reduction in government expenditures, surplus budget. Now, the government should reduce the government expenditure. The government should prepare surplus budget where their revenue will be more than their expenditures. Now, increase in level of production to cut down price of goods. Yes, government should engage massively on production. Maybe most especially agricultural produce should make money available to the farmers, the land available to them to be able to produce in large quantities. So this one will reduce prices of goods and services in the country. Now, reduction in importation of goods. Yes, as what the federal government is rightly doing now. Reduction in importation of goods and services. Yes, you should not depend on imported goods. It should depend on what we produce in our country. This will also assist us in reduce inflation in a country. Now, let's go to further. Let's go to deflation. We are through with inflation. Deflation is the opposite of inflation. That is, when the price of goods and services continue to fall down. This one usually happens when the federal government wants to control inflation. It may lead to deflation. Although the effect of deflation is not as much as the inflation. When the price of goods continue to come down, that is what we call inflation. Deflation. That is that deflation is a continual fall in the price of goods and services. Now let's go to causes of deflation. Increase in government spending. Yes, when government is trying to curb inflation, they now prepare budget surplus. Preparing budget surplus can cause deflation. Number two, increase in bank rates. When the bank rate is increased, that is interest rate is increasing, it can also cause deflation. Another one is increase in the production without increase in the volume of money in circulation. When governments continue to produce, the production that they are doing is not in accordance with the amount of volume of money in circulation. It can also lead to deflation. Another one, increase in taxation. When government will continue to increase taxation, it can lead to inflation. Now, next one, effect of deflation. What are the effects of deflation? It can lead to unemployment, yes. Because when there is a deflation, when the price of goods continue to come down, it will affect the companies. They will be not making more profits again. And when the profit is not making, it will affect their production. When the production is affected, it will affect the number of laborers that they will employ. Even sometimes they will train some workers. This one can cause unemployment in the country. Another one, it can lead to fall in the price of goods and services. Yes, the price of goods and services will come down automatically. Three, it causes reduction in investing. Yes, people will not more investing in the country because of deflation, because the price is not encouraging. The price is not encouraging, and the price is what encourages manufacturers or investors to come to invest. It causes increase in the value of money. Yes, the value of money will increase. That is part of the effect of need. Last one, it encourages savings. Yes, you have enough money to save. Now, how can we control deflation? Number one, reduction in tithes of goods and services. Yes, you need to reduce tithes on goods and services. Yes, this one will reduce inflation. Yes, deflation. Reduction in bank rate. Yes, bank rate should be reduced. So this will also assist in curbing inflation. Three, increase wages and salaries of workers. Yes, the wages of workers and salaries should be increased to be able to make money available for them to buy things. Now, another one is increasing supply of money in circulation. Yes, government should increase supply of money in circulation. Federal central bank should print more money to assist availability of this money for the production, for the buying of goods and services. Inshallah, today, this is where we stop. Next class, we continue from where we stop. Inshallah, as my assignment is, I've attached it with the notes. Would you please do the assignment and submit it at the stipulated time. I wish you best of luck. Thank you very much for viewing and listening. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika, ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, astaghfiruka.